I'm going to go over 4 things that people think they understand, but they really don't. The first thing is that the IRS is trying to take your money. 99.9% of people believe that the IRS is out to get you. For some reason, they think that they're trying to audit them every year. They're trying to get their house. They're, take money from them. The IRS does exist to get tax money from people. But the thing that people don't understand is that the entire tax code is written to reward behavior. Jeff Bezos, he didn't pay any taxes that one year, but he made so much in billions. What people don't see is that Jeff Bezos brought in like over 2,000 jobs in that area. And all 2,000 people, let's say, they're going to go out and they're going to buy a house. They're going to buy a car. They're going to have loans from the bank. They're going to have a mortgage from the bank. They're going to go out and they're going to spend money at the restaurants. They're going to pay property taxes. I mean, it produces a lot of money for the area, for the city, for the state, and for the federal government because they're paying taxes. They're paying FICA. They're paying Social Security. So when people say, well, this guy didn't pay any money in taxes, there are benefits that you get for owning a business. If you look at the IRS code for what it is, it does reward you for certain behaviors. Now, if you're a W-2 employee and you just work, then obviously you're going to pay taxes so much on the first few thousand, and then it goes up again for the next few thousand because it's a graduated system they have. But let's say that you own rental property. Let's say if you own a business, the tax code is all for you all day long. But I do know from the research that I've done, speaking with my CPA, that the tax code is there to help, and that's the bottom line. The second thing that people fail to realize or they misunderstand is that they say their house is an investment. So they're trying to say that the personal residence that they live in is an investment. And that's the furthest thing from the truth if you understand true investing. Let's put it this way. Your house can be worth $500,000. Let's say you still owe $250,000 on it. So you own, 50% of the house is yours. All right. You've got 50% equity. But the thing is that the house is not making you money. The house is bleeding you of money. A real investment, a real asset, an income producing asset will make money. It will not take your money. Now, when you have home ownership, all it does is take. I mean, I'm not picking on home ownership, but that's what it does. And, the American dream and such, I get it. But if you have a house, you're going to have expenses. You're going to have taxes. You're going to have insurance. You're going to have phantom costs, like basically things that you don't see. So maintenance costs, the AC goes out. The driveway gets, needs repairing. You have a leak underground in the septic tank. You have to get that fixed. The chimney's going bad. The roof needs to be repaired or fixed or replaced or what have you after 20 years. All of these costs are part of home ownership. The only time a house can make money and be considered an investment is if you move out and you rent it out, and then the money that you're getting is making more than you're paying on the mortgage and the expenses. You have a positive cash flow. And then and only then will your house be considered an investment. So home ownership is not an investment. The third thing that a lot of people misinterpret or they misunderstand is that you do not need a 4-year college degree to make a 6-figure income. I can tell you this through personal experience. I'm a radiation protection technician, now senior radiation protection technician. So I work at Department of Energy sites. I work at commercial nuclear power plants. Now, when I first got into the business, I was in the treatment section of it was a burial site. And then I moved over into the RP division, which is radiation protection. And I had no experience. So they trained me. They did on the job training. They showed me all the instruments, everything I needed to know, but I did not have a degree. I didn't have an associate's. I didn't have a bachelor's, and I did not have a master's. I had none of that. And I made, my starting pay at that time was around $60,000. And that was 25 years ago. I mean, nowadays, if you become an RP, your bottom pay is going to be around minimum. It's about, I would say 90 to 100,000 for a radiation protection technician. And you don't need a degree. I don't know why people believe this. I guess they sell it to you when you're in high school and you see all the media and they tell you got to have a degree. Now, don't get me wrong. Getting a degree is a great thing. If you have one, it will help. And since then, I've went ahead and I've got my associates and my bachelor's, and I'm finishing my master's right now. I've got one class left and I'm actually doing it. But before that, I did not have it and I was still making a lot of money. So you do not need a degree to make a 6-figure income. Okay, the last one, number 4, is a lot of people think that working out is the hardest part about getting in shape. And I talked about this before. The hardest part about getting in shape is not eating bad food, nutrition. trying to eat good is the hardest part. Getting in the gym and sweating and picking up weights and doing some running and swimming and things like that, to me, that's the fun part. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way as far as me saying it's fun, but that's the easy part. The hard part is the eating habits. I would say 90% of the time, if you eat pretty good and then you can splurge another 10% on the other side, and you can eat bad, like, McDonald's and a pizza and things like that. But for the most part, if you eat pretty good, 80 to 90% of the time, you've got it licked. But that is the hard part. Because here's the thing. It's easy to say, don't eat that. But at the same time, it's easy to eat it. So what's easy not to do is easy to do too. But don't get it twisted. It's not hard getting in shape as far as the gym goes. The gym is your friend. That's the easy part. The hard part about getting in shape is the food. I would say 99% of people don't understand none of those, and they have it wrong all the time. But if you get that and you understand what I just said on those 4 parts, you're ahead of me, because it took me a long time to figure those out. So if you enjoy the video, you got some value out of it, hit the subscribe button, hit like, and I will see you guys on the next video.